Many years ago, a supercomputer designed a perfectly shaped chip, Pringles. Knowing one day, gamers would need less mesh to help them stay in the game.
What's the daisy?
Pringles, mind-popping.
Let's go!
Monster Blade.
Monster Blade!
NSE stay-at-home series
Supported by Monster Energy.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race.
Look at this!
To the 4 a.m. starts. Training harder, pushing further, hitting back, hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters.
But it doesn't matter.
Come with us to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. You rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun, I promise you.
Level Up is this amazing brand new gaming and esports festival hosted by Unidays, and you've got so many cool partners and brands here. It's basically built for students.
As you go through the event, you're going to level up as you go. So level 1, we've got the entrance maze, and then we go through, and there's a bunch of different levels for you to try out. We have retro, we have reflex machines, we have the consumables area, and finally we have the AFK zone, and our UX stage is the final level.
They've been doing the slurp challenge where they have to make the loudest slurp and get some amazing prizes.
The ultimate drip for 2025, the pot noodle bucket hat.
Mr. P's been doing some crazy shenanigans. We've had an insane Rainbow Six Siege series. It was crazy, it went all the way.
Roehampton, as usual, winning the Rocket League.
It's just great fun seeing everyone all together in one place.
It's so enjoyable playing on LAN. It's just a completely different experience.
NSE is like a huge part of my university life, and I think it's just a great competition.
It's probably one of the best experiences I've had in uni so far.
Obviously, a massive shout out to our headline partner, Unidays, for creating this whole new experiential event for all the students.
Shout out to Unidays and NSE. This has been wild, really, really cool.
Shout out to the commentators, the organisers, and the players for turning up today and giving it their best.
Play some games, get some tokens, open some prizes, yeah.
It felt cool, felt good atmosphere.
It's been a great first event. Thank you to all of our partners, all the teams, all the players, everyone that came to watch and engage with our first awesome Unidays Level Up Live.
Hello and welcome to Women and Non-Binary All-Stars. This time for Valorant, we had Overwatch yesterday, but now it's time for our Valorant players to take the stage. I am joined by Maddie. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Nice to be back. It's been a little bit of a while for Valorant, especially, but these Women and Non-Binary tournaments have been so great over the last couple of years, and it's nice to see some new players coming in through.
Yeah, we've got a few players coming in, and as well, just to remember the format, this is a show match for W&NB players. Anyone can sign up. You then get put into a shortlist and then voted on by the community. But speaking of our players, let's have a look at the players in the North for this matchup.
Yeah, so we've got a few names that we've seen before. Flop, especially, playing for Durham. Actually won the last winter split, I believe. So had her fair, share of victory so far in NSE. A few new players, especially as well. But if we're looking at those agents, these agents, just to clarify, are their top most wanted agents when it comes to what they feel comfortable on and so on and so forth. But how do we feel about this?
I mean, some of them don't have just in terms of what they want to play. It's not the widest pool. I think there's several players that favor the Omen. You do have the Breach in there as well, but obviously after the last patch, the Breach is looking a little less viable. There's a fair few people that got shoved into the ground from the last patch, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, there's more than enough there, and the synergy as well of the two Durham players is something that's going to help a lot. Where you have this style of tournament, a lot of the time, you're getting together and you're playing with these players for the first time. So it's going to be a little bit different for those Durham players, actually having someone who you've played with before, who you can trust, who you've seen in game before, instead of seeing them on the other side. It's a lot different playing with someone to playing up against someone.
Yeah, but I mean, with the Women and Non-Binary tournaments, I feel like I've had my personal experience playing in these tournaments last year as well. The players tend to get along very well. Even if you're on opposing teams, and they've all probably had the chance to play through the normal tournament rather than the All-Stars as well. So just kind of a few vibes coming through from everybody in general. Everyone seems to tend to get along very, very well.
Yeah, well, we'll have a look at the South now, and no synergy in terms of being on the same teams, but there's a bit of a Solent rivalry that's been paired together between Southampton and Portsmouth. But yeah, a few familiar faces here as well on the side of the South.
Yeah, I mean, Liz being one of those names we've seen time and time again in these tournaments, showing up, and I do believe winning the majority of these tournaments over the last couple of years. Wisteria as well, playing consistently in NSE for the last 3 years. So, again, they've had their chances to kind of play in these tournaments, and they know that the stakes aren't relatively super high. It's more of kind of like we've mentioned, trying to really get these talent out there and really show what these players can do, especially in the women and non-binary scene.
Yeah, and it's great to have that as well and showcase these players that sometimes maybe get overshadowed a little bit by some of the other teams. But again, it's really nice to see, and we can thank Esports Coven as well for that, which is a great place to go if you do want to get involved in tournaments such as these, and just scrims as well, as that community is really great. But something that we've addressed a small amount so far, but I want to go over a little bit more, is the new patch. And obviously we haven't seen too many pro matches since the patch has come out. Obviously the patch came out after Champs, so we've not seen a big tournament since. We've seen game changers on the patch, so there have been a few pro matches that we can draw off of, but not too much. It looks like double duelist or maybe double controller is what's being favored at the moment. But again, in a show match like this, you could see something completely different.
Oh, definitely. I mean, like you said, Game Changers has been the only kind of tournament where this patch has been able to be played. However, the patch was brought out, was it just before the GC tournament? So they obviously didn't have a lot of time to be working through that patch as it is. So there is a lot of lot of things to be able to work from it. Veto was the first big change, right? And then you kind of see this agent being brought in, kind of, you know, really changing the pace of the game, denying kind of that access to site early on. And then Riot took it one step further and just broke utility in general. And it's been it's been a little bit of a rough patch for everybody. We've been talking a bit about before the stream and saying, you know, initiators have really had a hard time. And then what do you do from there? Do you, like you said, maybe double duelist? Do you kind of double up your initiators and kind of go for a rotating cycle of utility? Or do you kind of opt for the controllers and much more of a slower pace, especially with Veto coming in? It's these hard choices that people have to make. Obviously, we are going to be seeing a best of 3, so these teams will have at least 2 matches to be able to prove themselves. But like we said, it is a show match, so who knows?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see those scan initiators be played pretty much wherever, just because the amount of information that you can get from them is second to none. But you're seeing agents like Sky go up from being sort of bottom of the barrel with the nerf to the flashes and them being recharged, and then everyone's in the same boat now. So it doesn't mean anywhere near as much. But
nothing's really happened to her. It's just everyone else has kind of come down to her level. Yeah,
but I mean, you can go without a flash initiator. You can play something like the Yoru, which we've seen a lot in pro play. We've seen the Yoru basically be used as a second initiator to
I really like it though.
In someone. I like it as well. I think it really helps them, and it means that you don't need the flashes from the rest of your team. So that's going to help out. I believe we are getting close to getting into game now, so we'll be able to see what our teams make of this meta and what they're going to decide to do. It looks like it's going to be Haven first, so just a quick one on that. Is that somewhere that you'd like to see? I mean, like it's a big map pool, so it doesn't mean a horrendous amount, but
yeah, I think with Haven, it's a very standard map, right? Most people are very comfortable in it. It's not too much of a difference apart from 3 sites. It's very basic. It's just down to kind of how your team want to play with each other, you know, with your utility that you have, which seeing the 3 sites makes sense. You got both Astras being pulled out here, which I like to see. Hold on, Phoenix is being picked on Haven. I kind of like it.
I mean, you got the orbs on, especially on attacker's side, you can get them pretty easily. The ults are going to be there pretty much simply, and you do have the Sky there as well that we were talking about before on the I believe that's the south.
This is a very
be wrong.
This comp is very good for short spaces, right? You can throw these flashes into down A short into garage, even further in through CT past garage. So I think there's a lot of potential here to be able to get information, as well as you had that Sova Dart for those long sites, A long, C long, you know, down through onto B. So there's lots of range here that these guys have to use. On the other side, it's a little bit more, I say standard, it's a little bit more standard, right? You have the, obviously both sides have KJ, but Breach, typical for this map, you usually see Breach and Sova together, but they're opting for the Fade, which is interesting. Again, dynamics, right? You want to be seeing this change in ability to scan all types of areas, especially on a map like Haven. But I'm liking the Jet. You can't go wrong with the Jet.
Yeah, it's going to be traditional, well, a little bit more traditional entry, just sort of flying in instead of having the Phoenix run it down with the flashes, maybe with some flashes as well from the Sky. You could be completely blind on sight as South are going to be looking to execute, which could be a little bit dangerous for the North, but both teams are going to have the Killjoy, and you can see from that setup already trying to lock down Garage.
Yeah, definitely, but do you see the pings coming through as well? Probably that stun opting to go through from Breach early on, but Ace not looking like they're going to want to push early.
Yeah, it looks like a quick B hit, and that's exactly what it's going to be. Tato having to just back away, and the first kill goes to the side of the South. The right click going a little bit wide, but the trades are coming back and forth, and they're favoring the North here. It's only Kiki on the side of the south remaining, and that Killjoy was a bit far away from the rest of that.
Spike is down the side, smoke coming through. Spike to try and maybe go through garage with the turret. It's going to be ready and waiting.
Yeah, the information's there now. You know that they're playing around B lobby. The smoke as well is just going to make it even more of a difficult situation. It does fade, but I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue for them with the crossfire they've got. Manages to isolate one, though, and get out with no damage done. Good job there to find the first one, and almost gets the second, but cleaned up by Flop, and a good job to start this one.
One down.
Something that I was going to mention, I mean, like, the attack early on, I respect it, right? The full fire, you're usually seeing B on the first round of the site, of this map, sorry. But the flashes I'm talking about, the short flash with Phoenix and the flashback sight with Sky, you have completely cleared out sight immediately with those flashes, and it worked so well.
Yeah, I mean, you could see that they managed to clear it out, but it was coming back in for the north that they were able to just light up the kill feed with blue.
I mean, that's the issue with B, right? Is that sure you can take sight if you want to, but the defense are so easily able to get back onto B because you're having people flooding in from C and A so quickly, and like the angles that you're having to hold is just, there's way too much going on at once.
Yeah, we do have a quick tech pause, so we'll be back to the game very quickly. But for now, just I mean, a good defensive flood back in. They managed to make sure that a couple of players stay alive on or near site, and then the flood back in when you don't have those flashes. If you're going all in to start off with, you aren't going to have them for the rest of your hit. So good job of just realizing we can play offsite, we can let them have the initial push, but they get the spike down, they make sure it's not planted, and the flood back in worked wonders for them.
Well, that's the thing, right? You have this really great entry util, but like you're saying, you're going to have to use a lot of it to get that entry coming through, especially with a duelist like Phoenix, who isn't typically that, you know, fast-paced entry duelist that you'd like to see. So, you know, like you say, you're waiting back a little bit. What you want to be seeing from that attack is immediately getting that spike down as fast as you can. But that's when you kind of, you're then able to step back off site a little bit and play a little bit slower, but making sure that that spike doesn't go down and chopping and changing your pace on defense is really, really clever.
Yeah, you could see how all in the South were as well. I mean, it was only Kiki left, but you could see Kiki was sort of leading the default towards A, trying to find something away from the rest of the team, and then everyone else goes down in B lobby, and suddenly you're the only one left trying to clutch out the 1v3, and it's a bit of a rough scenario.
That's the thing with lurking, right? It can be really, really powerful, but you've got to, the team has to rely on your lurking to be able to get, you know, that time and pace, but also the team have to play slow enough or survive long enough to be able to have that impact on the lurk.
Yeah, well, we are back in now, and it looks like a quick hit over towards A. They're going to push down short, and really, the pace of this one, again, they're trying to get in very quickly onto site. We do have a couple of players here. They're going to rotate the third over as well. So, onto site now, and a good kill by Silly to start off this one. Yenra leveling it up as well.
Spike down A.
This one's won, but I think that's about all they're going to get. These pistols aren't going to be able to do too much against a better weaponry. Keep finding a second with the right click, and now it gets into a bit more of a situation where you're getting a bit of damage onto the economy at least of the North, so you don't want them to be able to bring in all of this.
Yeah, I mean, it's expensive, right? But like you say, you can't really go wrong. Having 2 kills out of that situation, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, you get 2 out, it's probably, I mean, the best you can do is a flawless the other way, which is fair play to you, that's a bit ridiculous, but it means that there's going to be a bit of a buy-up, and you can see that they're just deciding to have a couple of pistols here, a Sheriff and a Classic, to supplement this bonus.
A lot of pings coming through from the defensive side, and it looks like it's going to be a stack towards B. I don't know if they're going to fancy trying to rush out of this, but Kiki is going to be ready and waiting in window.
Yeah, it could be a lot of danger here, and I mean, I don't know how much that's spotted. You only really know that there's one person there, but the aggression's here. Does well, though, Kiki, to find the first couple, and that's going to speed up the hit towards C. Nice little headshot with the Classic, but Kiki's very isolated here. This could be a gun down, and it is
planted.
exactly that.
Be a retake onto site, but the spike is down, and not to try and spread out a little bit. A few of them backing off down onto long, but the issue is you can't ping that spike anymore through smoke, so you be very, very careful.
It looks like the retake is going to be through Garage, and Wisteria already looking for it, but 3 players face, and no one goes down for the North. Now in a 3v3, and they made it out of the first smoke, not finding a second. Nice spray control by Liz, but that's going to be all they get, as it's going to be Imajima getting the 3rd round and the bonus.
It's so unfortunate as well, because the attack was a lot slower compared to the first 2 rounds, right? You really want to savor those guns. Kiki managing to get 2 early on, but then I don't know. Can I get, like you said, that headshot with the classic was such a good shot, and the 1x1 taking down that that gun power. But what did the flash came through for the retake? I don't think it flashed whoever was on site there on C, but still managing the kills coming through. And even in a 3v4 retake, the manpower, it was always 3v1, and it worked so much better.
It looks like a quick look towards C. They do have the weaker weaponry, which isn't going to favour them on the long sight line, but with the Skydogs through Garage as well, they're going to find the Killjoy at the back of sight. But it looks like, again, they're going fast. They don't want to default this. They just want to go all in, and they get a 1-for-1 trade, which, again, with the weaker weaponry, is a good start for them. Kiki as well, playing around the top of Garage, is able to get away without too much damage. And that damage one doing a lot onto floor. Getting taken down by the Spectre, and that gives the Killjoy lockdown as well. This gets one in return and holding strong on site, so bit of damage done, but yeah, good round to get back into it from the South.
Like you said, the guns weren't in their favor, and I think sometimes that's the thing with eco rounds, right? You have the confidence to just kind of go in. You're not really losing that much, and you can kind of just really put yourself in situations that you wouldn't normally put yourself in. And sometimes it works out. You know, we're seeing stingers in these kind of trades coming through, and it works. You're gaining these Vandals 1x1, and like you said, the lockdown comes through. Kiki as well, playing really, really well.
Yeah, and you can see how quickly they were able to sort of get forwards and get into the faces, and that's where the Stinger is going to be able to go up against something like a Vandal or a Phantom, and you're not going to see the effects of the weaker weaponry as much. But they're going to default towards a long control, and as well, Kiki gets another one on the lurk.
That's the thing, that's what you need from your lurker, being able to kind of just take these 1v1s and win them out. That rotate's going to come through. The turret is going to be on towards C, but it doesn't matter because Killjoy's actually taken down.
Yeah, and with the Sky Flashes, they have the info that no one's here. Kiki going down low, but the Sky Heal is going to help out with that one. Void finds the kill into Garage as well. Flop not able to find the headshot and get out of there alive, but it is a lot of control. Yeah, and they've got C long control. They don't need to do anything else.
My ult's ready.
Ooh. Oh, lovely kill.
It's going to be difficult to force them off of these positions, though. They don't really have to peek too much. And
the Killjoy volley come through.
One down.
Yeah, you know that you've got their smokes as well, so they can't smoke off the bomb. You're going to have to pull as well. Nice pull from the Astra, and again, another clean one from the South, who are getting back into this one after a little bit of a rough start.
I really, really like this comp, you know. I love the fast pace that you can have from the Sky and the Phoenix, like I keep mentioning, but also that post plant, you have the Sova darts and the mollies from him, you have the mollies from KJ, you have the pull from Astra. If you can just get that plant down and sit back, and again, Haven, C site, A site, really good places for you to do this, it can work really, really well.
Yeah, and you can see now that there's some ultimates online.
Yes, there is.
Both sides, which could be big, but it's a big play from Silly going in. They get one, but that's all that's going to happen from the C long play. They're going to try and play just off site, but it's a good smoke to make sure the Garage players can't see anything. The stack is there, but I mean, I think they're wise to it, the South.
Yeah, I mean, they've gotten 2 picks already, right? And there's no need to keep pushing into that and they have the man advantage, but it's just not worth it. And 2 shots coming through, but ultimately A is still going to be clear for now.
I was gonna say, if that's up, that's a very, very dangerous play. Yemru's gonna be here for it though, and I don't think he knows this for sure. Does find the one though. Tato looking a little bit lost going on to site. Yemru's just stuck here as well. The Nano Swarm cuts it off, and a good shot by Wisteria to make sure the breach couldn't get onto site. It's only gonna be flopped with the Sheriff, and I don't envy this, but nice shot onto Kiki.
Very nice shot indeed, but it's not going to be enough. And bringing it to a 3.5 so far.
Yeah, and it feels like the momentum's in their favour. 4 ults up for them as well.
And if you look at the ultimates they have as well, like that Phoenix is going to be able to do a lot for that entry. Not that they're messing up their entries at all. The entries have been really good so far and kind of dominating any sort of site they want to go onto.
Yeah, you think Void was running it down quickly before.
Yeah, exactly.
An even quicker one on the cards here with the run it down, but he's just lost. Looking for the scan initially is broken, so they don't get much out of it. They just know that there are
Joke's over! You're dead!
Over here. And yeah, there is the run it back. They're going to use it to get very aggressive here, and yeah, they're just going to back away and play for the retake. And I don't blame them.
I was about to say they're pushing right into Kiki, but Kiki gets taken out.
Yeah, it's a good job by Flop to finally, and it feels like Kiki's been doing very well on the lurks to find a couple, but not this round. And another trade on site is flashing up blue, and yeah, very good job flooding back in. And we saw this in the first round. We haven't quite seen it since, but the flood back through, knowing that you've taken down the lurker, you don't have to worry about it back behind, and yeah, the confidence to go onto site, and very good trades.
Yeah, definitely. And I do think the plan there was they've been not relying on Kiki, but Kiki has been, you know, definitely dominating these last couple of rounds. So being taken out very early on, it allows that confidence where they know that's the only lurker coming through on that team, so you can just immediately push straight onto site without any issues and get that retake.
Not completely the win condition. Caught looking the other way. Liz has to be a bit careful there, but gets away with that one. And they're going to play around Silly's sort of stuck in a decent position here on long. But it looks like they're favouring a bit of a hit towards Garage. It's a good flash as well, lands. But Ima's able to get away for now. They're taking Garage control and they're looking to scale off the back of it.
That flash just misses and they get taken out.
Good job there, just making sure to not go down, but that could be spelling disaster. Kiki getting one with the Nano Swarms. Not something that we've seen as much up until now. But again, that tells you that Kiki is on site and not in your sort of behind you, but caught out on the timing though. Flop trying to put the smokes in for the retake. Silly gets one in return, and Tato finding one as well. They're gonna have to do a good job getting rid of these players down C long though.
One enemy remaining.
A lot of damage done, and Amaz gonna take out the last 2 and bring it back to a 4-4, back and forth of these rounds now.
Yeah, that's overall down C long. Almost impossible to root out, especially when you're playing just back onto site and you don't have alert coming through from anywhere else. It felt like that round was over by the time they'd gotten back to there, but I mean, you can't even expect the second kill after the third pulse.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, once you got that spike down and you know you have that Hunter's Fury to sit back with, all the rest of the team got to do is delay time, and they did it perfectly. A lot of damage done with the ultimate as well, so everyone was practically 1 or 2 shot by then.
Yeah, early control towards A. Looks like they're trying to take short again, and they're wary of this angle behind the boxes that Silly was on last time. And again, it looks like an aggressive hit, but not towards C this time, which they favoured quite a lot. So he's going to get tagged by the drone, but Yemru's going to get the first ones through the Phoenix wall. Liz trading back onto Tato, so A little bit of spam both ways, and Sky Flash is good. It does stop the defenders, but the spam's coming through both sides. Silly getting one, and Yenru getting another, I believe. Spams through boxes, so it's only going to be Amaz stuck in the 1v3. Does have the spike, but not in the best position. I don't envy this.
Aw, thought you'd try harder.
I mean, that smoke, that defensive smoke towards short there, we've been seeing it a lot over the last, Valorant season or so. It is so strong. Like, you have so much ability to kind of rotate yourself around on that site on defense as much as you want to and kind of focus on that long part of the site a lot more. If pushing out of that smoke on the attack is very, very dangerous.
Yeah, difficult for them, and it's going to be Kiki forced onto a Sheriff as well, so
yeah.
One of the star players at the moment forced onto a bit of weaker weaponry, and you can see the default stun again from the breach. They are going to know Silly's here after taking out the recon dart, and they're going to spam it out a little bit with the shock darts. Good job to force the Jet off of the position, and now they're in a good place to put the Killjoy in, but they're going away from it.
Yeah, especially with that Sheriff in hand from Kiki. Not opting to try and push out of it. Phoenix still going to be on there. Void trying to see if they can get anything out of it, but it's going to be a C push, and the calls are going to come through.
Yeah, you've got the information now with the smokes going down, but it looks like the site's already been taken. Do you know that Kiki's here with the turret giving you that information? It's a very good paranoia, but it gets traded by Void coming back from the lurk and the position in towards A.
Yeah. Time this is going to take down. Everyone's been waiting for that ultimate. But look at these things on the bomb. Astra waiting to just pull it. There it is.
Yeah, and they don't expect Void coming back in again through Garage. Gets two. Not able to get the third. Taken out by the reload. But again, you're so focused on Void. You've got 4 from there, and you still got to play 40 players down C long.
I mean, what a play. Absolutely brilliant. Not only did Void opt to go on to A after their Killjoy ultimate and try and see if they can get anything out of that, then going on to B and Garage, getting held back by the defending ultimate, having to wait that out, but by that time, they're not expecting anyone from Garage. And it's just that taking of the time and the bomb going down, it's just so much pressure, and like you say, the whole focus was on Void.
Yeah, and patience not something that you naturally suggest with Phoenix players, but again, you do have to run it back if you want to go quickly onto the C site, which they've been trying to do quite a lot. And yeah, it is that comes in, and Flotch is going to have to get away pretty quickly. They're going to smoke it out, but again, this is going to be a free bomb site for the South. Not cool there from Flop to stick that though, gets one out of it, which, I mean, I'm surprised the stick on that that ultimate was there, to be honest, but getting one out of it's not bad. They are playing towards sight here a little bit more. Amaz getting 2 though, Liz following up with 1 as well, and only the classic potato, you're not going to be able to get too much with that one.
You're not indeed, and this is a very good half for these guys, considering they started off, was it not, significantly down, but the first 3 rounds weren't great for them, and bringing back that momentum has been really, really strong. A few ultimates still now, and it is going to be the last round of the half, so we're going to be expecting, at least, probably all 4 of them to come out. The Rolling Thunder especially is probably be very strong for these retakes, which we've been seeing a lot of. We haven't really been seeing a lot of sites being held down, particularly. There's been a lot of retakes coming in from this defense.
Yeah, but that's something that you lose as well with this patch, is that a lot of those sort of site-holding those site-holding agents are nerfed in this patch. Potentially do want to play more towards a retake, but a good kill from Yenru onto Liz, holding down Garage, and Tato's here as well on B. They can't quickly pivot, but they have managed to get the spike back.
We have indeed, but this defense has been, very steady so far, and Killjoy completely set up towards A. A bit of a change up, you know, for the whole half so far, and information's going to come through.
Going to be a lot of pressure here. Found out by the Skydog, but gets one, and is still here holding ground towards site, and Tato's in as well. They do get the trade zone. It's going to be a 3v2 as they get the spike down onto A with the yeah, the Rolling Thunder comes in and they're playing aggressively through this wall as well, but Wisteria with the stun still finds the headshot. Nothing found though from Amaz, and it is going to be an even half as we flip the sides.
I mean, it's interesting because, I mean, like we mentioned, the game has been completely flipped upside down with this new patch, so we're all learning still. However, Haven is one of those maps where you see mirror comps, right? You see a very basic map. It's just down to mechanics, down to how you play as a team. Again, these players haven't really had much time to play with each other, so it's more about, you know, how comfortable you feel. But it's just such a change up from what we usually see on Haven, and I'm interested to see how these guys play with the fade on attack. Maybe very, you know, similarly towards this Sky, but it's gonna be a different change up considering how many flashes these guys have compared to the other attacking side.
Yeah, you do have a bit more just scaling utility from the Omen than you have potentially from the Astra, and as well the Breach is going to help you get towards those sites, but yeah, it's going to be a different playstyle, especially with the Jet as well.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's down to Jet's very, you know, very mechanical, very solo player, but Void trying to push up early, getting taken out, and that is going to be a short given to this attacking side. Liz got a few shots off, but nothing so far.
Yeah, you see the Norse trying to take that space as well, immediately going for this quick hit onto A, and they've gone over, but Yenru finding two. Wisteria and Liz taken down on the site, and now it's just Amaz and Kiki trying to get back into this one, smoked off on both sides. Again, I don't envy this retake. Skydog's gonna find one, and the flash is there onto Flop as well, but it's a good paranoia that forces them back again, and this time ticks down on the spike. They don't have the utility. That's their last piece of util really to try and fight into this one, and good utility from the other side as well. Tato putting down that fade utility, which is going to be helpful as well if you're playing more on site with this composition.
It is indeed, and you know, talking a little bit about the Omen, I think it's such a strong agent that definitely, you know, very standard. You see him all the time in most comps, but the ability, like the paranoia, just to be able to consistently deny any sort of push off of that utility, and it's just a waste of Sky Flash, right? And it's this consistent back and forth of utility that, you know, being able to use it in the right moments is crucial.
Yeah, he's kind of one of those agents where you can do pretty much everything, and especially when you've got that coming from your Smokes player as well, it's just going to be even better.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely see him a lot as a lurker as well. Like you say, being able to do it like so much, it definitely works out as a lurker sometimes for the team.
Void sat down here in
I like this.
With
the turret as well. The information's come through.
Doesn't get one though. Jima doing a good job with the Spectre, but it's going to be the right click of Wisteria sat in with Astra Smoke. He's going to find one. Brought down eventually though with the spam. So 1 for 1, pretty good from there as you're trying to play into this low econ round. Liz trying to spam from heaven as well. The bomb's already down. Kiki's trying to find a way back in. Again, these right clicks are hitting.
They are indeed.
Doesn't destroy the dart in time, but maybe that was a trap play trying to get people in, and again 3 from this breach. You can see how quickly they're getting towards this Rolling Thunder as well, only 3 away from it after just 2 rounds on their attacking side.
It's, I mean, you're seeing your breach player getting 3 kills on that round, and Omen, because it's 12 assists, by the way. Fade, 10 assists. You have, like, this is insane.
Especially when you haven't played together as much as well.
Right?
You remember these players are not, it's just not their usual teams.
Yeah. definitely. And that's a good thing about Initiate players. They are usually very good at no matter what, kind of reading the team early on and trying to learn how their duelists want to be playing.
Going to look to get aggressive into B here on their bonus. Trying to convert as they did on their defensive side. Going to be a bit of spam coming through, but Silly finds one. Liz does get the first one before getting traded out, but Flop's looking to take garage control as well. And I mean, they've forced them back quite a way. They're going to force them back into this double headshot, though, from the Bulldog, and firing again on all cylinders.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
You're only getting trades here, and Flop with a third, a big round there. Again from the open player.
Exactly. It just takes a little bit of time to really lurk through and take your time with those kills. And it was looking so good for that retake, right? And then all of a sudden, it just goes downhill, and you haven't got the man advantage. Look at the eco. You're on Sheriff's now, half shield, sure. We've seen it happen. Like, we've seen some very nice Sheriff rounds before. But at this point, if they lose the round, it's double digits. And it's not looking good from there.
Yeah, you can see the gamble stack as well, trying to push out of B. And I mean, this could be an all-out fight on B. Kato finding one, Flop finding another. They are going to get the trade onto Ema, so good job getting one. And then Void, Kato again looking a little bit lost, trying to get the Fade util, not seeing that Void was out that far with the Phantom, but Yenru shuts it down for now. Wisteria's going to try and gain that one, but yeah, again, shut down this B push from the defensive side. I like it with less util, but it doesn't quite work out.
Yeah, no. And now, oh my, okay. Now, Roaring Thunder is in hand. You have the Fatal as well to back it up. KJ lockdown on the horizon. This is looking very, very strong to close out this game for the North.
You've got to stop the rot here, really.
Right?
If you're the South, like, it's got to stop now.
These guys, on their attack, the South when they were attacking, sorry, the North when they were attacking, they had a very, you know, they were very pushing in. They kind of didn't allow for any sort of defense to lock down. But now they're allowing the same thing on the other side. So it's a bit... How do you counter this? Because you're doing exactly what you're letting them do, sorry, exactly what you were doing on your attack.
Yeah, Flop's gonna just default towards garage a little bit. They're gonna get rid of the turret, so not as sure as they could be about this one. They're gonna use the Sova drone to make sure that no one's there, and it should see Flop. I mean, yeah, you clear that with the drone. Looks like they're just defaulting around B lobby right now. Not much space taken elsewhere on the map. And you're not seeing those lurks, and a good shot by Kiki. Mentioning the lurks from the attack side of the South earlier. And that's not something that you're seeing here, but they're looking to build onto A. Void stunned up behind the smoke. Now paranoid as well, and Silly gets the one down to 10 health. So, bit of a scary one, but again, you're getting this strike down early, and they're in a good position again here to hold. You got 4v4 coming back into the site. Liz looking to find something from heaven, but again, it feels like they're locked out at the moment.
Indeed, Astro Wall coming through, but silence. Liz managing to get one.
Yeah, Flop not quite aware. Good trade from Silly going in, but the trades are coming back to the side of the South here for once, but the Rolling Thunder means that you don't get the stick onto the spike. Liz has been boosted though from it. Onto the high ground, and you're never going to expect that with only a Killjoy and a Sova.
You don't deserve
I mean, what are the chances? Insane. And opting to stay up there as well. You know, if the second you drop... Okay, no, the Astral was there, so even if you drop down, they wouldn't be able to hear it, but you have such an advantage up there.
Yeah, and you're never going to expect that, right?
No.
I mean, that is the stroke of luck that you need when you've lost 4 rounds in a row on your defensive side. You need to get back into it before all the ults really come online.
But it wasn't looking good for them. The Astral Wall kind of, you know, coming in clutch there and managing to separate the site a little bit. But even so, it's very, very, you know, down to the wire for these guys.
Yeah, they had to play retake once again. Void looking to get aggressive out to A long, but being forced back by that breach flash, and again, They're looking to scale up here onto A. The rest of the team has already abandoned the other side. So it looks like it's going to be a very quick flood, but you can't do that with the lockdown in play, and they're going to put the Fado in as well. So careful here, because it's such a spammable angle, and that's not going to help you. Detained as well, just about alive. 3 HP up in heaven. I don't think you count your lucky stars on that one. They're going to send Void in as a bit of a scout, but only find Silly down in hell, and Liz trying to get them back into this. What gets 1, but it's all lighting up blue. Liz gets 2 from 3 HP up in heaven, still alive as well. 3 for the Sova player, who, I mean, earlier on in the round must have been counting her lucky stars just to stay alive.
I mean, just to point out there, I'm pretty sure Iki went to go put her lockdown in the corner for a retake, and then got taken out by a lurk from Flop, who then immediately got traded out, and then, like you say, the kill feed started lighting up blue and the kills are coming through. But I mean, that was, again, sure that they had a lot of players left at the end of the round, but felt very down to the wire once again. You're relying on these retakes, especially on A. You have such a small you know, push on that CT to be able to push all your players through. Very, very difficult.
Yeah, knives are out here though for Silly, looking to get aggressive onto C this time. They're looking for this quick hit. The Killjoy utility is there, and Kiki waiting to activate those nano swarms. He's gonna have to buy a little bit more time, but now the hit is in, and again, there's no resistance here. The nano swarms were everything that they had, but do you have the lockdown, and that's gonna help them build back into this retake.
This is going to be a 5-man retake. Very, very strong from these guys. Flop managing to keep you out of there and maybe get a little bit of a lurk onto the garage, but I think it might be noticed.
Not sure about that one. Yeah, you know where the detained player is. You've got to think that they're there if you can't see them on the point. The 2 though from Garage is completely shut down as well. Wisteria and Liz finding 3 on the round, and Kiki able to find the kill as well.
Coming back.
Spike Diffuse is through, so bit of momentum back after losing the first 4 for the South. They're back in this one.
It happened to them in the first half though, right? Like, they were lost in the first couple of rounds and then start bringing it back afterwards, and I think they just need to try and they take their time learning how their opposition are playing it in that half. They're still opting for the retakes, right? Which is fair enough, but they're now saving those man advantages. They want to go keep as many as they can, rather than, you know, we saw Void pushing up early on into A a few rounds. So trying to save those players where they can for these retakes has worked very, very well for them.
Yeah, and those flashes that we talked about on the attacking side, they help with the retakes as well, and you can see that coming through for them. And again, the momentum now is on their side, and this map looking a hell of a lot closer than potentially it could have been if the snowball was there for the North. But again, they're looking to default. Yenru taking a bit of space towards A long, and it looks like they're a bit wary here, the South. They've got 3 players stacked over towards A, but now they hear the movement in Garage, and Iki's going to push up, trying to find someone. Finds 1, but good paranoia there for the trade from Flop. And now they have the advantage over to the C side. They're going to have to go quickly, though, as the rotates are coming through.
Wisteria managing to catch off one of the players on A there. A little bit of alert coming through, but isn't going to work out. It's now going to be a 4v3 retake. Make that a 4v2.
Peculiar looking to play down C long later, but it can't help you if you don't get the spike down in the first place. Flop with 3 on the round. It's going to need to be an ace clutch to save this one, but
4 bullets.
4 bullets. Gets the reload. Looking to get the spike down now. There's going to be a bit of spam.
One enemy
Get it
remaining.
off. Finds the isolated 1v1 now. 1v1 on the site, and they know where this guy is. Doesn't get it though. And that's coming up big in the clutch, and it's going to be even once again. 4 rounds back after losing the first 4 on their defensive half. It's now also play for.
Oh wow. Both teams are on double digits, and it is down to the wire. There's not that many ultimates. A few of them might be coming up in the next couple of rounds, but you've really got to start relying on this gun power, and it's not looking good.
Placing alarm bot.
Yeah, the one thing that you can say that makes Omen a little bit worse of a pick, I guess, is that the ultimate doesn't really do quite as much for you. It's a very situational ult compared to one that can be used to get a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, 100%.
Bring them down.
So using the Prowler to scale through B, but Liz is going to shut it down immediately. The Sova player has been playing very well on the defensive side, and Amaz finds one as well with the spams through the smoke. Liz not expecting Silly on point though. They're still looking to play this pretty fast. They've got the Spectres. They need to control
one enemy
the
remaining.
timing, but Mysteria shutting it down, and Amaz getting the kill with the Tiger, not something you see very often at all.
I mean, it happens to the best of us, but Liz, what a read as well. You know, listening out for that breach flash when it's coming into sight and immediately starts spamming the entry onto B, knowing that they're going to try and flood into sight immediately as quick as they can, hitting one and taking, was it Silly down to like 10 HP, which is where she ended up dying to the dog. But talking about the ultimates from last round, they've got a few more of them. Roaring Thunder is to be back in play as well, and you know, talking about how that Omen ultimate isn't really aggressive, but you do have that Roaring Thunder to counter that.
They're going to put a lot of pressure onto Kiki immediately. The smoke is there, it's going to stop them for now. Same with the Nano Swarms, but could be just them holding there. But you can see the spikes going the other way. The other three players, after trying to force a rotate.
There's a few Nano Swarms as well, you know, used from this attacking side, so you're not going to really have that for that post plant if needed.
Smokes are going to come in now, and they do put the util in, but Silly goes down early, not expecting Void there on the angle, and now the Phoenix Molly as well is going to cut off Long. They're going to insert Flop though, and they're going to go back the other way.
They don't know Flop's there. Oh, hold on.
Mysteria
might
sat there with a with a shorty.
Wait, this could be everything.
You can hear the footsteps as well. You can hear them going away, and yeah, Wisteria's caught out by Flop. And again, now that you have the Omen ult, you can just go back there very quickly. They're going to put it into Garage instead, though.
Off your feet!
Flop's behind, and Amaz has found one on the initial retake onto site.
Typical.
Ito finds Kiki though on the alert, not before Yenru goes down on site. Void takes down Flop in Garage. It's going to be 12 for the South, and after a rough start to this half, they've won everything in a row.
I mean, it's just about momentum sometimes, right? And once you get that ball rolling, it's very hard to stop it. Absolutely insane. That is going to be match point.
And the ults are in favor of the South as well.
Yeah. They definitely have the guns as well, you know, it's just, even if they lose this round, they still have enough money to try, you know, get into that final round. They're guaranteed overtime at this point as well, so it's very much in their advantage. A little bit, you know, you're going to have to force buy into this round for the North, and even if they win this, they still won't have enough money for next, and it's going to be, you know, this consistent trying to keep up and scramble with whatever the money they have left.
It's a long road back into this one for them, but not impossible. And Kiki trying to find one on Long is able to get away without any damage being done to either side. Gonna try and fake this one again, or no, they're looking to build into Garage, and they're not going to find much of anything to try and stop them on site. Again, it's going to be this 5v5 retake, and these retakes have been helping them out, especially if they get the first 2 kills as well. Liz finding Flop, trying to get some control back into Garage, and Void, again, you can send in this scout pretty much with the Phoenix. This is a difficulty as well, playing onto Long against this Astral Wall. You can't see anything through there, you can't hear anything through there. Kiki's sticking, you've got to get back onto this, no one's going to be there to push through. Tito was the only one left, but again, you can't hear it happening. And again, a good job after losing the first 4 in that half.
Yeah, I mean,
the way of the South.
Just insane plays from them. And again, I mean, Kiki and Liz, right, have been playing exceptionally well. You're seeing Liz kind of definitely controlling the team. Not in okay, I'd say control is not the right word, but I'm not too sure if she's IGLing, but it definitely seems like, having a lot of control of the pace of the team, and it works really, really well. Talking about that Astral, right? Because we're seeing it puts so much pressure on that retake when you've seen like Spike's being diffused, guys. You can't hear it, but it is. And it's just that consistent pressure, the time's ticking, and there's like 4 players alive, there's not much you can do. And it just works so well.
Yeah, I mean, a good job by them. Yeah. Again, you might lose some momentum, you might lose a bit of hope as well, losing the first 4 after an even half on your attacking side. But good job to keep the mentals in. But we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with you for map 2 of this show match very shortly. Don't go anywhere.
Many years ago, a supercomputer designed a perfectly shaped chip, Pringles. Knowing one day, gamers would need less mass to help them stay in the game.
What's the Daisy?
Pringles, mind-popping.
Let's go!
Monster Blade.
Monster Blade!
Let's go!
Nice. Monster Blade!
Monster Blade.
That right there, Monster Plays of the Week.
Okay.
Monster Energy is doing a monster site giveaway.
NSE stay-at-home series
Supported by Monster Energy.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race.
Look at this.
To the 4 a.m. starts. Training harder, pushing further, hitting back. Hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters. Come with us. To the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. You rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun, I promise you.
Level Up is this amazing brand new gaming and esports festival hosted by Unidays, and you've got so many cool partners and brands here. It's basically built for students.
As you go through the event, you're going to level up as you go. So level 1, we've got the entrance maze, and then we go through, and there's a bunch of different levels for you to try out. We have retro, we have reflex machines, we have the consumables area, and finally we have the AFK zone, and our UX stage is the final level.
They've been doing the slurp challenge where they have to make the loudest slurp and get some amazing prizes.
The ultimate drip for 2025, the pot noodle bucket hat.
Mr. P's been doing some crazy shenanigans. We've had an insane Rainbow Six Siege series. It was crazy. It went all the way.
Roehampton, as usual, winning the Rocket League.
It's just great fun seeing everyone all together in one place.
It's so enjoyable playing on LAN. It's just a completely different experience.
NSE is like a huge part of my university life, and I think it's just a great competition.
It's probably one of the best experiences I've had in uni so far.
Obviously, a massive shout out to our headline partner, Uni Days, for creating this whole new experiential event for all the students.
Shout out to UD Days and NSE. This has been wild, really, really cool.
Shout out to the commentators, the organizers, and the players for turning up today and giving it their best.
Play some games, get some tokens, open some prizes, yeah.
It felt cool, felt good atmosphere.
It's been a great first event. Thank you to all of our partners, all the teams, all the players, everyone that came to watch and engage with our first awesome Uni Days Level Up Live.
Welcome back with us for the Women Non-Binary All-Stars Showcase. After a very competitive first map that was a bit topsy-turvy in terms of momentum, shall we say.
Yeah, I mean, we were just mentioning during the break, although it went to 13-10, it felt like a very fast game. It was, there was this, running it down, which we love to see sometimes, We're here to have fun. We're here to, meet new people and experience Valorant in a whole different setting. So sometimes it's just nice to do so. And although we did see some very, very strong Valorant.
Yeah, I mean, some of the gunfights that were being taken were a little bit ridiculous. You had a couple of Buckies in there as well, but most of the time they weren't finding too much. The corners were being checked quite diligently, even though they were sort of running it down a little bit more than you'd see in some other organized play. But again, you've got to make sure that, these players don't play together usually. So
yeah,
this is more of a sort of get together and you're in, rather than we're going to scrim and plan for this one for a couple of weeks and make sure that we know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the public did choose these players for a reason. I do believe as long as you have an NSE account, you can vote for who you want to see in these all-star tournaments. So, these guys are here for a reason. They have support behind them, and they are all very, very strong at the game. But going into map 2, obviously, we're one map in. It is down to the wire now for the North. They are going to have to clutch up this game to be able to, to stay in this best of 3 for as long as possible. We are going to be going into bind, I believe.
Yeah, bind in this map too, and I think they can take a lot away, the North, from matchup, especially how well they were doing on pistols. They won both pistols, both second rounds, and as well both bonuses.
Yes.
So
I do believe this is the South's pick. So not only did they win North's map pick, but they're now going into their own map pick. That does, obviously, when you pick the map, that means the other team get to decide the side they want to start on. And this is going to be an attacking side for the North to start. So that is going to be, if you can try and get as many rounds as you can, if they're confident in this attacking half, to be able to really push forward and get 7-8 rounds even so in this first half, this could be very strong for them going into that second half of the map.
Yeah, again, we're not sure what we're going to see in terms of comps wise, as we didn't know going into the first map. But Bind's going to be a little bit different to Haven, a lot of shorter sightlines.
Yes, definitely. You're going to be seeing a lot of brimstones probably. There's not technically a mid to this site. It's to this map. So it's one of the only maps where you don't really have that 2 site and the mid. So you don't really have much room to lurk necessarily. You have a lot of fast executions going in. So brimstone not having those regenerative smokes isn't the end of the world. Kind of having those 3 smokes to push on the site early on, especially, for example, if you're pushing down B long, you can smoke off hookah, you smoke off CT, you smoke off elbow. That gives you sight to then push onto and then lock it down from there. Might be seeing double controller with brimstone alongside Viper. Tend to see it quite a lot. Love to see a bit more Viper, especially, it's been a good while since that nerf that she had, but it's still very impactful. Only having that one molly, util can't be picked up now. It's very crucial to be able to work, your way around early on and how you want to use that utility. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, I feel like Viper's going to be, especially in pro play and more organized settings, could be seen quite a lot going into the next year. But Sky going back to probably Sky's most common stomping ground, to be honest, of Bind. Even after the nerfs, you still see Sky being played on this map. So not too surprising to see Yenru hovering it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Fade, coming back in for both teams. Kiki, that is actually opting to go for the Fade, obviously not locked in yet, but switching it out for that Sentinel. Deadlock. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, same, to be honest.
I mean, she's been coming out of her shell a little bit more, for sure. Especially, again, maybe they're trying to predict a race like they've got on their side and trying to stop any sort of satchel pushes early on onto sites. But you could very easily do that with Cypher as well.
Yeah, I mean, you do have the smaller chokes here on Bind as well,
definitely.
so that wall's going to be a little bit better, and you can grab net into there as well, getting a good amount of util, and I mean, potentially, if you're able to time it at the same time as Flop's grenades, could be absolutely devastating, but it's going to be a no anti-comp on the other side. I say that and Liz switches over to the Cypher. Double duelist as well, though.
Okay. I love double duelist in that. I've said this so many times. Pushing out into showers with that double duelist, being able to attack and get that space early on, like you say, they're very small choke points. If you can fight for those and take them, it's very, very hard for this attack to be able to get any sort of space. So the issue is you usually see it with a Waylay, with a Yoru, not with an ISO. So I'm a little bit interested to see how they're gonna want to play this, but overall I'm liking both these compositions.
Yeah, I mean, Cypher feels like he had a bit of a nerf going into this new meta.
Yeah,
a lot of changes, and as well as being able to actually hear the cam now instead of it just being able to be sat there and you have no idea where it is, which feels like one of the bigger things.
Yeah, but also Astra. It's a very small map. I mean, again, it's about being comfortable and who you want to play, but it seems a little bit unnecessary.
They're going to try and take hook control early, and it looks like they found the less stacked side of the map, and again, very quick push onto a Maz, not able to do too much as Flop gets 2 on the early entry, and that's exactly what you want to see from your Raze player going into this.
Yeah, but Flop played Omen last map, no? Yeah. A little bit of a switch up.
Yeah, definitely a pace change for sure. Void's gonna put up that shield and get one with it, and Emus down low as well, so gotta be careful. Yenru on the Sky trying to hold the angle, outdone though by Kiki. And Void as well, you can see that sensor getting one, but it's only going to be Tito left.
One enemy remaining.
The right click, hello?
What? So far away! What? How is that allowed?
They win it out in the end, but that right click was absurd.
I know. Oh, that is... Okay, anyway. Something about that ISO shield in Pistol Round is so overpowered. I mean, obviously not managing to get a kill with it, but just managing to, have that confidence to swing out of CT, get some damage. Damage is so important, and, chipping away in Pistol Rounds can be so crucial. And it's just this confidence you'd love to see swinging straight into second map after winning the first.
It's going to be all classics, and I think a single sheriff on Flop going into this one.
That's obviously the first Pistol Round they've lost as well.
Yeah, that's actually true. A change of pace. They do try to avoid that, but have to shoot it in the end, so it's going to show a bit of presence towards A here. They've got 3 players outside, but you can see that the spike hasn't been grabbed by either side. They're going to put the molly in towards lamps, and Void's already popped that shield, which good start to get that util out, but you can see Liz with the outlaw down B long, getting the first kill of the round.
Indeed, no. Spike said Spike was down just to get a little bit of a default, but it's going to go towards B. But I'm liking these smoke.
Yeah, they're going to try and caterpillar out, and it does get them onto the site fairly safely. I mean, there was a bit of spam damage in from Wisteria, but you're going to make sure with that wall that you can't get back out, and they've saved the smoke as well for smoke off CP for their start of the hold on this site. Going to try and play a little bit more aggressively on site, knowing that they don't have the range advantage on the other team. But again, it's a very small site. You can play with these weaker weapons. Good push though, good double face from the south getting into this one, and not the knife kill, Wisteria. You can't be doing this.
Oh, that's mean. That's really mean. Because even... Okay. I don't know, because that right click was ready and waiting for the players on the other side of that tube, and sure, nothing ended up happening, but that's a little bit dangerous to be risking your teammates' lives like that. But even so, they've got a lot, you know, they've managed to save all their guns. So it is going to be, you know, more of a buy towards the north, which makes sense, right? They've saved the last 2 rounds. It's their time. But if you look on, they've still got 1 half shield, or 1 regen shield, sorry, and an outlaw on the other side.
You can have Flop flying in with the judge as well. I think with the double satchel in, they're going to look and see if anyone's towards lamps. They are going to find Wisteria here potentially. But taken out, good headshot, making sure the trade is there, and now the shotgun goes to the other side. Kiki's going to try and play aggressively through the TP. Doesn't quite work out. Down control as well here for the North, trying to find their first round in this one, trying to make sure that the bonus isn't converted. Lizzo again with the outlaw, finding another one. Yenru just not being able to get through that choke point, and Amaz is playing so close to this with the Spectre. Gonna push through and find one as well, and that's a spike down.
Hold on,
Void gets another trade as well. Tito's the only one left. 46 HP, there's not a wall there apparently, according to Void.
Panda was being picked up from the oh.
Danger bullet doesn't hit on either side. Maybe the ability to get over to B, but the time is low, you can't really go for that too much.
Yeah, she's gonna opt to rotate.
Is here.
You just try and get that spike down and get a bit more money, because it's really going to be needed at this point.
Yeah, you might need it. You do have the Cypher util as well, just to be able to see what's going on the other side.
Oh,
went to the cam now and find it. Oh, it's taken out by the Cypher trip as well.
8 HP. Oh, that's nasty ball as well.
Yeah. 8 HP though, you're going to be looking to try and find some clean headshots. They do get the first. They're going to use the ult here as well. It does catch on to Liz, so Void's stuck in this one. Has to reload as well, trying to spam down the deadlock. Going to take out Liz. Ooh, bit whiffy. Void does find it though, good job. But is there time there?
Time?
It's going to be so close and not enough.
What
Great
a round
job there to find it from Tito. After looking like a round that was completely over, 13 HP having to go over to the other side, down to 8 from the trip.
Oh wow.
Wins it out on time.
I mean, technically, it was their round to win in terms of, you know, guns and how the timeline Valorant tends to go, but I mean, it was, you know, you could have opted to go down for that plant early on and just try and get a bit more money and some sort of damage as much as you can.
You could just save the
Vandal
as well.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. And then you see the ult being popped, you go, right, okay, a little bit dangerous, but worked out in their favor.
Yeah, the type of swing that you need in a match like this. Already down 1 map, looking to get back into it. And again, double satchel judge is going to be there, but Emma's finding one with the grenade.
The flag is thrown.
Shot out the air though, Liz. Getting one onto Fog, getting a second as well. Good, good control of the crosshair. Silly finding 3 though, and again in the 1v2, has the ability to get over to the A site.
Yeah, if she wants to, it is there, but like you say, 45 HP, and it's not exactly in her favor. Gonna opt to maybe try and wrap back around and see if anyone lurking. Surely you assume that at least one of them's going to rotate back to A to try and get a bit of information. There it is, possibly, but I think it might be a little bit too early.
Yeah, it looks like they're playing a bit
30
more
seconds left.
neutrally. Wisteria's trying to find a bit more information over towards the site. But you can sort of play this in a 1v2, just sort of group up and wait until you hear the spike being planted. So he's going to try and get a bit more space before going for that one. But Amaz is going to hear this now, and Wisteria's coming over pretty quickly.
Spike
They look
planted.
punished, but they've walked past already. Boy, they know where this is. Good kills, though! And an ace out from Silly! Ace clutch!
Wow. I mean, absolutely insane. What a brilliant plant spot as well, right?
It felt like she was dead to rights, though. I mean, you can see where the plant is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess you assume that it's not going to be there, but maybe the audio cues just weren't right. But then, I don't know. Both of those last 2 rounds have been great clutches, but it seems a little bit almost silly from the other side to be able to be losing those rounds.
They've spotted Amaz getting into this position.
Yeah.
But they're going to be able to spam this out. And already putting in the Fado as well. Flop's going to put the shotgun in the other way. And they're going to head in towards Lamps. Void though as well. God, there's so many shotguns in this round. Gonna find the second as well. The swap over to the judge from the Bucky is going to do wonders. Gonna go with the classic instead, trying to find something at range. Silly finding one. Yenru finding a second, but Kiki finding a third.
Oh, 17 HP. The Bucky.
No more stats. Concealment.
Yenru's low, but not that low, surely, to be killed by a judge from that angle.
Over there.
Tito sees the reposition as well. Just sort of have to run this one down. Oh no! Run out of bullets! The mag isn't big enough, and Yenru getting a surge for the North, and now they're sort of taking a bit of an advantage in this one. After 2 clutches, that one at least was a little bit more stable, but they did have the weaponry advantage.
Yes, definitely. And if you look towards the ultimates, they are all going to be flooding in at this point. And the issue with this map, it is a very small map, right? That means a lot of utility being dumped all at once. It might get messy.
Looks like it's going to be a hit towards A again. 3 throws down long, 2 players towards Showers. But it's going to be Void getting the first over towards Showers. You can see that they're willing to get a bit more aggressive, and they found the second as well with that Prowler. And the Seeds as well is going to stop anything more. Forced back by the grenades. Silly finding the kill as well with the orbital strike, and now looks like they have a bit more towards point. Yenru's going to be taken into the 1v1 arena, but Void finds the kill. Flop with the trade though on site onto Liz, and everyone is here. It's going to be Flop on site. The other 2 have to scale up a little bit. They don't know where the rest of these players are. Flop doing wonders on point now. She's found 2 already. Looking to get the third. Mysteria shuts it down, and Amaz finding one through Lamps as well. So he's the only one left. It's going to have to be another clutch by the Brimstone player. Finds one, but Amaz quickly there with the trade. Good job in the 1v2 playing together.
Indeed, and the Valorant that we're seeing right now is insane. I mean, we're talking about, who was it? Flop, right? And just the pure aim, just swinging, one-tapping, left, right, and center, and it's working exceptionally well. You know, obviously didn't end up clutching out the round, but even so, just the fights that we're seeing, you know, back in Showers, I was mentioning, you know, that choke point and how important it is to be able to take early space in there.
You can see with how close these rounds have been, though. It's going to be a broken buy back the other side, even though they've won the 3 previous rounds for that one. VP looking to get aggressive towards B long, but forced away by the Sky Flash. Forced back into elbow. The side for util doing wonders, though. Liz able to work off of the 2 trips. Flop able to find one on the trade. Already down low was Liz, and able to pick up that vessel weaponry. So coming into this. Yemru as well, finding one with the Bulldog. Got sight control. Kiki finding one onto Tito. Flop again, working wonders on point, but traded out by Wisteria. Now in the 1v1 is Yenru versus Kiki, the battle of the Bulldogs. And it's Kiki that fires better. It's going to be 4 for the South, getting back into the lead on buy.
I definitely feel like these guys are playing a lot better compared to teamwork. I don't know. There's been a lot of great clutches from the North, and they don't get me wrong, individually they are very, very strong players, but you're seeing a lot more teamwork on the other side, which is, like we've been saying throughout this whole series so far, it is very crucial. These players haven't been playing together for a long time. And something we didn't mention as well was there was 3 ultimates used in the previous round on A site for the North, and they didn't end up winning that round. So it's going to be very tough now for them to try and bring it back.
Yeah, they're going to have the weapons back into this.
Yeah.
one. Emma's already looking to put a grenade down short. 3 players in showers. Wisteria's here with the Bulldog, but already seized up. They're going to know that as well. The Prowler comes in as well. Able to get back round the corner, able to avoid the spam, and I feel like quite lucky to get out of that situation.
Indeed.
Not able to get out of that one though. Wisteria found by Flop, but the trade is there from Amaz.
Spike planted.
Void going into Lounge to look to find Gemma, and that's exactly what's going to happen. That shield re-ups, and you can see not taking any meaningful damage. Amaz finding a second one into the round as well. Going to be the 1v3, and familiar scenario here for Tito. Get one with the deadlock ult, but
they've learnt their lesson.
Yeah.
Stick the spike.
Someone track down their brimstone. Cut off the head of
That
the
is
snake.
going to be
letting that one
5-3.
happen again.
No, I mean, a brilliant entry from Flop. Exceptional, right? Managing to satchel onto the van there, and then managed to get the kill onto Wisteria, which then opened up that space that was being contested in showers, right? But this defense and these retakes have been so strong from the South that it's a little bit impossible to hold the site for as long as the North want to be able to.
Look at the ults as well. It's only 1 off of Voids, and then they've got all 5 up.
Yeah.
Bomb buddy out.
Be a default towards B. Get Flop in Uka. Can get out pretty quickly into this one. Can see the Cypher utility there. Not able to dodge it, but able to stay alive for now. Takes a peek over the top with the shotgun. A little bit of Levi's, but nothing untoward. And caught looking the wrong way. That's not the gun that you want in this situation. You're gonna have to run it down there, Flop. Not able to get into shotgun range, and
1 enemy remaining.
put the showstopper into this one. Feel like it wasn't needed. Gemma on the 1v3 finds one, but the spike's already been stuck. And Amaz claims it up as well, and again, this momentum swing back towards the South.
Indeed it is. And like I said, I don't think, the showstopper was really necessary. I do believe that was that 4 ults used that round?
Yeah.
Right, okay, cool. Just checking. Which is fair. B, statistically, is the hardest site to retake in the whole of Valorant. You know, blind B site, so I don't blame them. However, it's just seems, I don't know, they seem to be catching the South off guard. Sorry, the North off guard. And like you say, Slee was looking the complete opposite direction, which I don't blame her. There's so much going on all at once, but it's hard to be able to keep track of what's going on.
They've managed to take early showers control here.
Yeah,
they're going to be smoked off again.
Yeah, not really any contesting going on from Wisteria.
Yeah, here's the showstopper on the other side, but that ISO shield could completely nullify it. Molly as well to backside it. She's gonna look to get the plant down. Tito finds one in lamps onto Wisteria. I don't know how Tito survived, but Yemru's gone down in that situation. But anyway, found by Void eventually, and it's gonna be Kiki looking to find Ema. One for Flop, but again, you're in a situation where you're going straight into trades.
The double swing from one from short and one from lamps, just swinging at the same time. There's not much you can do in that situation. It's again the synergy is quite surprising considering the circumstances.
Up 7-3 as well. They're going to be able to take the lead into their attacking half.
Void's 1 away from ultimate, by the way, and she used it 2 rounds ago.
Yep.
Cool. Again, just checking. I'm not going crazy. This is insane. And I was talking, about having this attack room to get this half with the ball rolling, especially after losing the first map. It's not looking good.
Yeah, and even the rounds that they won, it felt like it was sort of almost miracle plays. You had the ace clutch and then the 1v3 the round before it. I'm going to be hoping to do a little bit better on their defensive side, but they've got 2 more rounds of attack. Get it a bit more even. Flop found by the side of Util, but it's Ema that goes down first.
I have them now.
Catch Kiki with the deadlock ult, and they've got this orbital strike in as well. Amos finding 3 on site though. Yemru gets the trade, but Void's able to get it back in return, and again it's Tito in the 1v3.
Oh, that's so nasty.
And what can you do? You get the first, but surely there's someone waiting to put you into the grave. Liz is there. It doesn't even matter that Spike's being stuck. 8-3 now, and already a commanding lead going into the second half.
It is indeed. Not too many ultimates really looking like you got the fatal, which can be very strong on the attack. Again, very small sites. Although they have obviously been nerfed, right? We're talking about initiators being nerfed. Obviously, the time for that regenerative information, as well as the ultimate being shot down a bit, so you no longer cover as much space with that ultimate. Although that being said, will cover a relatively good amount on B site. I just don't think it's going to be that impactful against a team like this.
Yeah, they scale up long, so they have a bit of control.
Face
Again,
your fear!
Viper setup, putting a lot of pressure onto them, and again, Flop trying to get out on the site. On. Yemru getting the trade though onto Liz, so they're in the 4v4 now. And again, you mentioned how difficult this site is to retake, so they have the ability to play into this one pretty well.
The Astro Wall is available though.
Flash isn't going to give them any information. Astro should get them quite a little bit easier, but Silly going huge, getting 3 on the point, and again, it's the individuals really that are getting them rounds.
Yeah.
Should be able to convert this into a 4v1. I mean, Kiki played really well in the first map, but a little bit too far in the 4v1.
Yeah, just a little bit. But overall, I mean, I predicted an 8-4 half. I wouldn't, not necessarily the right sides, but hey, an 8-4 is an 8-4. But I mean, an exceptional start from these guys, right? Especially, how we saw them taking their time to really get used to their gameplay in the first map.
Sound sensor up.
But also, even in the second half of the first map, it still took them a while. So managing to, keep that momentum rolling into second map really, really is impactful. But these pistol rounds are going to be so important now. It is almost like a best of one for these guys, for the North. You're having to win this map, right?
Can I get a
in
drop?
best of ones, pistol rounds are so important. Those are 2 very, very crucial rounds that you need to be winning.
Yeah. I mean, we questioned Void's ISO as well before this. There's Amaz goes shooting straight into Lamps, takes out Silly. the Brimstone already down. Trying to find the second as well. The right clicks do land eventually. Kiki as well finding Yenru. And again, we said about this round that they kind of had to win and not going well for them. It's going to be a 5v2 retake here. Tito looking to gain something out of heaven. But Ima's already gone down. Tito finding one. So at least something here. Amaz goes down. But now Found trying to aggress back through CT. Gonna switch up to the Ghost, but Kiki's got one on the other side and it fires a little bit quicker.
It's so aggressive. I mean, we were talking about the first map and how fast-paced it was. And to be honest with you, the South really did control the pace of the game. And now that they started on that attacking side last map, so they kind of had that from the beginning, but now they have attacked back. I don't think this is going to go out of their hands at all.
Yeah, I mean, the sensors here, the sound sensors, compared to those Cypher trips, I mean, surely double sapling through is going to mean that you go straight through that. It's going to be an aggressive play, though, out towards A, but Void shuts it down immediately. Amaz finding one as well with the Bucky. They don't expect Yenru, but Void getting a third on the round, and
Tito.
I feel like there's been so many situations where Tito's just stuck in a 1v situation. Not something you want to be in at any time, let alone multiple times. Found by the horse. Oh, hold on. Right click finds one. Second as well. This is, I mean, at least the damage is here. Finds the Bulldog as well. 100 health.
Kiki does up to back off a little bit. The time is still there to defuse the spike. It's possible, but Wisteria!
Clean headshot from the Guardian, and 10-4 just kind of feels insurmountable at this point, especially with the way that the South are playing.
Yeah, definitely. And look at the guns they managed to keep. They opted to buy a Bucky into that buy round as well, so they've still got a lot of money in their hands. And I mean, it's insane what we're seeing. Void managing to instantly get 2 off the bat, and it's just that pace. They don't want to stop it, but how do you barricade that, right? I mean, they have the sound sensors to be able to stop this push from Raze, but they're not really entering. They don't need to, like with the Raze especially.
Launching smoke. Smoke's down.
Gonna try and stop this B exec. Amaz is already in, but good takedown there. And a second one as well from Ema. Silly and Ema holding the site, and I mean, this is what you needed, right? You needed at least some level of momentum. Tito, though, has to be very careful, stuck in this teleporter now.
Poor Tito. She's been put through it today. You can caught in the
the spam's there.
I know.
Able to stay alive in the corner, but for how long?
But also, managing to stay alive like this, it keeps the South here. It keeps them occupied for a long time and dragging that timer down as much as they can. Could opt to maybe have to back off, and this could give Tito her life back. No, they want to stay.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really do anything if you're Tito, right? You feel like if they're
left.
there, you immediately peek out, you're gone. Just like Emo is apparently. Liz going through again with this Outlaw's done quite a lot on this map, and Tito again has to be careful.
Yeah.
Taken down eventually with the classic. But I mean, at least that's not a Vandal that they're able to recover. And yeah, you see the time. They are going to get the plant down.
Spike planted.
So he's in good position here in Garden.
Standing.
Gets the third.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, got to be more careful though, Yenru. Trying to get through, and that's going to be a rifle recovered. Silly and Liz in the 1v1. It feels like Silly has to win this to get anything in. Liz is dancing around here, throws out. The classic is maybe a bit of a flash distraction. 4 on the round for Liz. And in a round that you really needed to win in a, what was it, 5v2? Liz gets 4 and converts it for the South. And again, if it felt insurmountable before, the mountain's gone even higher now.
The Outlaw. I mean, we've only seen it really come in. It took a while for it to really come into more of a competitive play, and people haven't realized, you know, how powerful it is. And just the pure damage, like we're seeing, you know, Tito going down to 1 HP.
Matter. Nice.
Just you're stuck immediately. You can't really do too much, and you're really got a lot of pressure on you. So even if you haven't died yet, your gameplay's immediately changed.
If you're able to get the spike down, you have Wisteria's ult as well, but they might not need it. The lower buy on the other side, but it's all they can afford. Flopping one nice clean headshot with the Sheriff, but traded out by Void. Regress it through the teleport. He's going to find Kiki, and that's going to be an upgrade for them. Rifle now in the hands of Ema, I believe. Liz trying to get the spam. They know this aggress is coming from towers, and they find all three. My word! Liz with 2 and Void with another, and on to match point, and
match point.
8 chances. You feel like it's
Let's use that.
It's such a difficult route. We said it before, but it's even worse now.
It is, and I just think, I mean, sure, it was looking very doable in that round and just immediately getting shut down. But again, it's the team play, seeing the suppression come through from Void. And then we're seeing Liz, she's just swinging, and it's working so well.
You got the confidence though, you have the confidence to be able to do that. You've won so many rounds in a row. You can just swing that one. Press towards B long this time, and then gets wrong with the Brim ult into Hookah. Void's gonna take Swap into 1v1 and get the kill as well.
Oh, hold on.
One that can't be traded out, but they take the TP. Yemru's in a good position to shut it down, but instead Amaz with the drive-by. Ema's gonna try and get into position quickly here, but surely they've heard the footsteps, and again Liz.
Where is
the confidence to be able to take that one. They know where the players are now. The Cypher ult's in. Amaz has put in the showstopper, and Silly's not able to stay alive. 1vx again.
Attackers win.
For Tito. And it's going to be the same situation. Not able to get it over the line. 13-4 for the South, and a clean 2-0.
I mean, what a game. Compared to first map as well, we're seeing a very close scoreline, right? 13-10. But you know, Bind's a very different map. Sure, it's a very standard one that most players know by now. It hasn't really been taken out of the map pool for that long. But even so, you know, it has the TPs, like you're saying, the very small choke points. It is hard to work your way around, and I think the compositions as well were very different to the point where the South were able to work around them a lot more. We've seen the confidence as well from that the Rays, and the difference in kind of, you know, not even just the Rays, the whole team. You're seeing the full team just rush through these small choke points and just completely ignore the fact that it's Bind and take sight like it's theirs.
Yeah, we question Void as well on the ISO to start off with. Void just top frags.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're gonna question my hero, my agent pick.
Hey, exactly. That's the thing though with ISOs, right? If you can just rely on aim, all it takes is, you know, that shield to have that 1 extra second and that little bit extra time to be able to really lock in that aim. And we've seen some amazing aim today, by the way. The crosshair placement and the time and the calmness from the aim that I've seen has been incredible.
Yeah, some of the spray controls as well. I think on the first map you had Liz with a couple.
Yeah.
And on the second map as well. And you could see how confident they were, especially going into that second half.
Yeah.
When you're able to play that freely, I mean, it's going to help you no matter what. You're a bit more tense if you're trying to come back from a deficit, and being able to play a bit more loose is definitely going to help you.
Yeah, definitely. I think the North really, like I said, had to really take that first half for them, you know, and really hit the ground running, but it got shut down. And I don't blame them. They tried really, really hard. They had some amazing plays, you know, like you said, the ace from Silly, and the earlier on 3v1 in that third round. So it just, you know, it was some really, really strong starts. It just wasn't down to teamwork. It wasn't there.
Yeah, it felt like hero rounds were the ones that they were winning. Like, yeah, you did have an incredible ace clutch from Silly, and Tito managing to win the 1v3 beforehand as well, but you can't really just rely on that alone. And we said as well about the confidence of coming in with players that you haven't played with before. And it felt like we were watching a team that has been playing together all split.
I think that's a very notable thing, though. A lot of the players on there, they do play for teams. You know, they've played in NSE, loads of times at this point. You've got people that are just kind of very confident. Even if you're an avid competitive player, you're used to kind of switching between these teams and scrimming different rosters and all these sorts of things. So you're kind of having to get used to adapting to these sort of plays, and playing with different people all the time.
Yeah, we are going to have an interview quickly. I believe it's Kiki that we're getting in, so being excited for that one. But I mean, yeah, what else can we say apart from the South looked incredibly good on Bind? It felt like they chose that map as well, so you know that you have the confidence to play on it.
It was that map pick. I do believe Abyss would have been third map, so I honestly would have loved to see it. A map that we've seen so many different variations on, and going back to again, it's so great to see marginalized genders playing within these tournaments and really seeing their chance and the opportunities to really show themselves. And I love being able to as a caster, I'm sure you agree, being able to present this and being able to really analyze their gameplays more.
Yeah, of course. And you could see just how much they wanted to put on a show here.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it is a show match. Even though you do have the North-South rivalry and you want to win that at all costs, it is a show match at the end of the day. And we definitely saw them put on a show.
We did indeed. I mean, obviously, you did mention we are going to have Kiki in here very soon. A very notable player, right? We mentioned Liz quite a lot. Liz has been a notorious NSE winner throughout these last couple of years. And Kiki really, really showing up today, especially on that Haven, really being that kind of anchor for the team on Killjoy.
Yeah, the lurks as well. I mean, you didn't see it as much on Bind, which, I mean, given the nature of the map, you're not going to, but the lurks on Haven were definitely round winners multiple times. And with how close that map was, I mean, you don't win those couple of rounds, it could have been going the other way.
Indeed. I mean, talk about the North-South divide. Who we didn't mention beforehand who we were rooting for.
I mean, I'm from the South and I go to uni in the South, so I kind of had my heart on the South side.
That's the dilemma for me because I'm from the South, but I go to uni in the North. So I was rooting for everybody. Just a bit of fun.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we just want to see a good show, and I think that's definitely what we saw. I mean, would have loved to have seen a map 3, but I mean, with how close Haven was into Bind, it felt like we could have gone there, but again, the South's taking control there at the end.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like the obviously that's okay. You mentioned really wanting to show these players off. It's good that we had a very close first map. Obviously, the second map was a little bit less close. Was it 13-4? So you being able to really show everyone's ability in that first map was really crucial. Just being able to see, especially on Haven, because it is, like I mentioned in the first map, it is just all down to a very standard map as it is. So it's down to mechanics and how you individually play.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be an interview in very shortly. We're just getting a couple of things set up on the back end, and we should be seeing
Are we ready?
in soon.
There
we go. Welcome in. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How are you feeling after that win?
Definitely good. I have redemption from the Pot Noodle All-Stars tournament since the South had a really sad 1-2 loss in that one, so it's kind of good. We win.
Yeah.
Happy.
How did you feel? Obviously, going, like you said, you've played in these tournaments before, but kind of going into a new team again, finding new players to play with. Obviously, you haven't had much time to work with them. How's that kind of been for you?
I mean, I think I really enjoy just like meeting other girls who play Valorant, other women and binary people. I think that's like the main thing. It makes it a lot less scary going in when you don't know them, because I know they're all gonna be super chill. They're all girly, so I don't know. And we played a couple of games yesterday, so had a chance to get get to know them before the tournament today, and you know, all of them are like amazing. They're all really super confident, super talkative, like they're just nice people, and like it just made it way less intimidating, I think.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we could definitely see that teamwork shining through. But on the first map, we could see as well your individuality on a couple of those lurks.
Oh,
What was going
thank
through
you.
your mind on a few of them on the Killjoy?
I mean, I just love playing Killjoy. I think she's super fun. You can just like abuse a lot of timings, I think is the biggest thing. I don't think I had that many good lurks on. I wasn't noticing it, but definitely got my kills in, and honestly, like it's because of like the team and the util, and I just think that like I don't know, it's nice playing Killjoy when you're confident that your team can take a site without you, you know? Because then it gives you confidence to just lurk and like play your own game. Because I've had to IGL before on Senti, and it makes it so distressing, like worrying about what they have to do and trying to play, like get your timings as well. So I think having that trust in them and like knowing that they're good players really helped with that.
I mean, yeah, we mentioned that a little bit after the first round. We were a little bit worried. We saw the lurk coming through from you, and your whole team instantly died on B. So we were a little bit worried, but you guys managed to bring back the map.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about NSE in general? Are you planning on playing any more in the future? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I played a lot of tournaments last year. I play like in teams for my uni and like the normal split, and then like obviously played in most of the women non-binary tournaments that have happened. I didn't actually get to play normal women non-binary NSE because I wasn't available, but yeah, definitely looking to continue. I have like 2 more years left of uni, so type.
Awesome.
Yeah, excited.
Well, as a player in this scene, how would you recommend players getting in from the women and non-binary side of University Overwatch? How would you recommend them getting started in something like Valorant or just esports in general?
I think it's really important to have women in esports. I know it is kind of difficult. I know from personal experience that like, you know, going into a ranked game, like all of the you do get hated on quite a lot just for being like a woman. But I think that it's really it needs to happen basically. And I think if I had to say anything to like other girls who are looking to join esports is that there is a lot of like community and like, you know, I feel like the women and non-binary side of all of esports is really like close knit, and like you'll always feel supported. And I think that's like the biggest thing that made me less scared to like get into women non-binary like esports competitively. But yeah, I don't know, I just think it's really like super fun, you know, being able to like play a game and know that I'm not going to get hated on because of my gender, you know, I just get to showcase my abilities, and I think that goes for everyone who plays.
And you certainly did. You showcased a lot of
Thank
great
you.
abilities. Anyone you want to shout out or anything like that?
I think Void or Simone did a really good job today of playing Duelist, because I know she's not the most comfortable on Duelist, but I think she did amazing, and like that's not an easy role to pick up at all, but I think she did really good. And then of course Amelie on the second map as well. I mean, honestly, I'd shout everyone. I think that Jess did a really good job with Styria playing smokes as well. I think the Astra is like something super nice to just have on any team. Like I think you saw it on Haven a lot, like having an Astra and a post plant is just so nice, especially when like their smokes go early and like you can just trust that they're not sticking the bomb. And then yeah, it's just nice having Liz on a recon. So it's just good. So I don't know, we had like such a nice thing, but I think I would shout out Void the most because she doesn't play Duelist and she did it insane today. So yeah.
Well, congratulations. We're going to let you go off and celebrate your win now as we wrap up here today. And yeah, it's going to be a wrap up here today, but don't forget, we've got the finals weekend coming up. We're going to be back joining you for the Valorant portion of that, but it's not the only game coming. I believe there's 6 grand finals over the course of 2 days. So a lot of action coming up for NSE. But yeah, we're going to wrap up now. Congratulations to both of our teams and anyone that even joined up. You know, we don't see all of the players because not all of them make the shortlist. To anyone that was shortlisted, congratulations for getting that far. And obviously as well, of course, congratulations to our players that played today and the South for winning out this matchup. We're going to say thank you to our partners here at NSE, Monster, Pringles, and Pot Noodle. And we're also going to say a shout out to the Esports Coven, who are a community for women and non-binary players. So if you're ever looking to get into the scene, make sure that you're checking them out. But for now, it's going to be goodbye from us. And once again, remember that we've got this big grand finals weekend coming up for you on Saturday and Sunday. We're going to get started on Saturday. And yeah, anything else you want to add, Maddie?
Just to reiterate the whole, if you are part of the women and non-binary scene and you want to get involved, please do. You are able to, with these tournaments, in the standard tournament, you are able to pair up with a different uni to be able to create one whole team if you need to. So even if you don't have enough, you've got 2 or 3 players, you are able to kind of conjoin a team with another uni and meet new people. Like Kiki was saying, it's just nice to be able to bring out these different personalities and get everyone to learn each other. It is a very close-knit community. So please do reach out if you do want to play.
Well, yeah, congratulations then from all of our players. NSE will be back on Saturday, starting off with Rainbow Six, I believe, at 12. Then into Overwatch at 3 and League at 6. And then Sunday is going to be CS starting off the day into Valorant, where we're going to be joining you back. And then Marvel Rivals to end off the grand finals weekend. But for now, we're going to love you and leave you and say goodbye. And thank you for watching. We'll see you all soon.
Many years ago, a supercomputer designed a perfectly shaped chip, Pringles. Knowing one day, gamers would need less mass to help them stay in the game.
What's the daisy?
Pringles, mind-popping.
Let's go! Monster play! Let's go! Nice. Monster play! That right there, monster plays of the week.
Okay.
Monster Energy is doing a monster slide giveaway.
NSE stay-at-home series
supported by Monster Energy.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race.
Look at this.
To the 4 a.m. starts. Training harder, pushing further, hitting back. Hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters. Come with us. To the blood. To the sweat. And the broken bones. You rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
Level Up is this amazing brand new gaming and esports festival hosted by Unidays, and you've got so many cool partners and brands here. It's basically built for students.
you go through the event, you're going to level up as you go. So level 1, we've got the entrance maze, and then we go through, and there's a bunch of different levels for you to try out. We have retro, we have reflex machines, we have the consumables area, and finally we have the AFK zone, and our UX stage is the final level.
They've been doing the slurp challenge where they have to make the loudest slurp and get some amazing prizes.
The ultimate drip for 2025, the pot noodle bucket hat.
Mr. P's been doing some crazy shenanigans. We've had an insane Rainbow Six Siege series. It was crazy, it went all the way.
Roehampton, as usual, winning the Rocket League.
It's just great fun seeing everyone all together in one place.
It's so enjoyable playing on LAN. It's just a completely different experience.
NSE is like a huge part of my university life, and I think it's just a great competition.
It's probably one of the best experiences I've had in uni so far.
Obviously a massive shout out to our headline partner, Uni Days, for creating this whole new experiential event for all the students.
Shout out to UD Days and NSE. This has been wild, really, really cool.
Shout out to the commentators, the organizers, and the players for turning up today and giving it their best.
Play some games, get some tokens, open some prizes, yeah.
It felt cool, felt good atmosphere.
It's been a great first event. Thank you to all of our partners, all the teams, all the players, everyone that came to watch and engage with our first awesome Uni Days Level Up Live.